It's Thursday. We're live. This is a rebroadcast from just a little bit ago, but it's from today. 21 ways to accelerate your pipeline. You don't want to miss this. You will get a ton of value from this. Please watch it. It will help you with your sales. It'll help you with your leads. You can get some new ideas, some new leads right now today, some action items to go reach out today. Watch, and if you want the PDF guide, we'll send it to you. Just message us. We'll send it to you today. Have fun. Hello, good afternoon. We're just getting started about a minute in. We're going to let some people join because I want them to hear the first part of this, and then we're going to get into the weeds of this topic today. It's going to be really good. We got a free downloadable with this. It's a 21 ways to accelerate your pipeline PDF guide. If you want it, you can just DM me, message me, and I will literally just drop it in your DM PDF and send it to you right away. So if you want that, I will offer that throughout this talk, and you can just DM me and I will send it to you today and you'll have it to use. All right. Hey guys, thanks for jumping in. You might be on lunch hour or just finished lunch. We're just going to start in about 30 seconds, just letting people come in here because I don't want anyone to miss the beginning of this. It's really, really good. But if you're new, thanks for tuning in today. If you're a reoccurring visitor, fan, thank you so much for coming back. Appreciate your attention. And I love giving value. So let me know what your takeaways are. But this week, guys, has been around accelerating, getting September to be really, really good. Your best month of the year, getting you set for a huge Q4 to finish 2023 and to tee up a monster pipeline for 2024. That's what we're talking about right now. And last couple of days, we've spent time on lead management. We've talked about different ways to handle stalled deals. People loved that yesterday. Got a lot of great feedback on that. So if you guys missed that one, and you want some of the scripts and the templates that we talked about to revive stalled or dead deals, you definitely want to get those and use them because they freaking work. And I went through yesterday too, like I'm the man, I practice what I preach, right? We eat our own cooking over here at Ascend. So I literally used 2 of the scripts I gave you yesterday myself before I went live, and they worked on 2 deals. So I got an email script for y'all. I got a text script for y'all. If you want to use that for your leads, it's great. They work. Just DM me. I'll send them to you. It's free. There's no catch. So today, it's one of my goodies. We're going to talk about 21 ways to accelerate your sales pipeline. You're going to want to get a piece of paper and a pen, or you're going to want to somehow record this. And if you want to do neither of those, because I'm super nice and LinkedIn audio doesn't record and you can't listen to a playback, I'm actually recording it anyways. And we're going to stream this live this afternoon. So you can rewatch this if you want to come back and listen to it. But if you want the PDF for what we're about to get into, I have it. I'll send it to you today. Just DM me. I'll drop it in the DM for you. All right. Cool. So let's get into this. This is for B2B sales. Let's establish some baseline here. You're in B2B, you're selling to a market. It can be a product or a service, does not matter. Any size business, this is going to work for you. Okay. I got 20 years of B2B experience myself. I've sold over $50 million worth of revenue in my career. I've set over 10,000 B2B sales meetings myself. I've led sales teams. I've had clients that are $9 billion companies. I've had clients that are go-to-market startups. So I know a little bit about go-to-market and sales, and that's what I'm bringing to you today. All right, no more fluff on that. I want to get into the real thing. So here's the deal. What I want you to do get a piece of paper. And these are 21 ways. There's more than this, but I'm going to give you 21 real quick today of ways you can accelerate your pipeline, find leads that have just been sitting there that you didn't even know. Like you just honestly just forgot. You got busy, you missed some follow-up, you weren't as good as you should have been in your CRM, all that stuff, whatever. Who cares? Today's a new day. You're going to make some things happen today. So what I want you to do is whatever one of these works for you, it sounds good to you, write it down and then go use it today. Use it tomorrow. Finish the week. Use it Monday to get your week going, okay? But the goal here is to take more action than you were yesterday with these tips and strategies, and you'll see a difference. All right. So let's start with the first 6. We're gonna go through these fairly quickly, and then I can answer questions or anything else you want to talk about. So, all right, let's figure out where our leads are. Okay. The truth is, and I do believe in the drill down, and you should focus on a niche and focus on a channel. Yes. But let's get real. We're all people. We have ADD. We're looking at our phones half the day. We're looking at a million things everywhere. The real is that you guys are talking to people all over the place. And we got to be honest about that. And also have a little bit of a system around that so that we don't forget anybody. Okay. Because you got people that you're talking to on text, email, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, networking events, associations, referrals, wherever, Zoom, Teams, we could go on, right? Everywhere. So here we go. Number 1, review your old emails in your inbox. Go back through your inbox, spend 30 minutes. I bet you there's some gold in your inbox that's just lost. You got busy. Go through your inbox and just scrape it. Sort it by name. So it makes it a little bit easier. And just do a quick scroll. Spend like 10, 15 minutes even. Maybe not even half an hour, but I guarantee you're going to see emails in there that you're like, oh my God, totally forgot about that person. Or maybe you got an introduction email from somebody else that you forgot about, or just maybe it didn't go anywhere and you just stopped trying. Like, go try again. Like, go revive some names. Scroll your email inbox. I'm telling you, there's gold in there just sitting there. Even if it's a year ago, who cares? Like, go back the last 3, 6, 9, 12 months in your inbox. There are leads in there that you could follow up with right now, today, and see what's up. Okay. And we'll get into that. I'm going to give you guys some scripts here in a second of what you can do to use with all this. All right. Number 2, check your phone. Go through, if you got them, go through old voicemails that you haven't listened to in 3, 6 months. Look at your call logs. Who have you been talking to in the last week or 2 weeks or more? See if anyone stands out that you're like, oh my God, yep, I forgot about that person. I was supposed to call them yesterday, or I was going to follow up with them and I forgot. Whatever. Write their names down. You're going to write people's names down as we do this, guys, and you're going to write the method of outreach down that you like so you don't forget. Number 3 is Facebook. You're on Facebook. Check your content. Literally, if you use Facebook or any social media and you post content for your business, this is an easy one that people miss all the time. Look at your comments, look at your likes, see, and again, it takes a little bit of time, but this is good stuff. Like if you haven't done this in a while, you're going to get a lot out of this. Go look at who's been liking and commenting on your content over the last month, quarter, 6 months. There's going to be some consistent shoppers that love what you do and keep coming back. You need to know who these people are. Do you even talk to those people? Have you even tried to talk to those people? Why not if you haven't? They're literally checking you out all the time and you haven't even tried to talk to them. Why? Go do it. I'll give you some scripts in a second. So check your DMs on Facebook and check your content, comments and likes. See who keeps coming back for more. I guarantee you there's people that you don't even think about that are fans of you, and you didn't even think about that they could be potential clients for you. Never knew. Number 4, LinkedIn, same thing. Look at your content on LinkedIn. Look at your DMs on LinkedIn. Go back a while. Pick out the names that make sense to you. Look at the names that you don't even know. They'll go look at their company. Go look at their profile. Are they in your ideal client persona? If they are, there you go. You got a persona that's checking you out. Let's go start a conversation. So LinkedIn, write down the names. This is a lead list, guys. You're gonna get like, if you do this, if you do all 21, there's no way you don't have at least 50 names, at least, off this. I would say you could probably get a couple hundred if you're busy. Number 5, Instagram, same thing. Even if you don't even use it, who cares? Go look at your followers, do a quick scroll, see if anything pops out, look at your DMs, see if anything pops out. And again, remember, use your filters, right? You all got personas, you got ideal client profiles of who you want to work with. Let's see who's following us, guys. That fits our persona. Let's go look. Let's do it. Let's do a scrape. If you want to, have a VA do this for you, or have one of your staff members do this for you. Like, we got to do some audit though on our social media, guys. I'm telling you, there's people that follow you that you don't even know that would be a great client for you today. So check out that. Twitter, if you're on Twitter, same thing. Who's following you? Who's engaged on your stuff? Who's shared your stuff? Go check it out. All right. Number 6, your phone, your text messages on your phone. Oh man, gold mine. Gold mine. Why? Because as you know, right, text messages is like the most, to me, a lot of people would agree with this. It's probably one of the most intimate channels of conversation that you have. Like, no one's texting you unless they talk to you and know you, for the most part. I mean, the last few years we've all seen SMS marketing go way up, and it's a thing, but you got a lot of people that know you, relationships that know you on your text messages that can go back a year, 2 years. Scroll through that thing and go deep, go all the way down. You'll be surprised of like, oh my God, I totally forgot about that conversation with that person 9 months ago. Hit them up. I'll get to the script in a second. Hit them up. Write down those names. All right. How are we doing so far? Is this good? It's so simple, guys. It's so simple. We just overthink things half the time. So let's go to the next layer of leads here. And if you guys want this PDF, I got this in a PDF. If you want this, I'll send it to you. Just DM me. I'll give it to you today. It's easy, real easy. Here's some stats along the way that you'll see in here. 8 out of 10 prospects want to talk to sales reps via email over any other medium. Who would have thought? There's a reason why email marketing is still number 1, by the way, even though it's a pain in the butt to do it, and it's not easy. It still is the most effective way. Number 7. This is going through the contacts on your phone. Actual contacts. Probably a long list, but it's worth a look. When's the last time you've done that? Like, just do a thumb scroll for 5 minutes. Fly through your Rolodex on your phone. There's going to be names that you haven't thought about in maybe a year or 2 on that thing that wouldn't hurt to maybe just say hi, you know? So scroll through that. Write down some names. Keep adding it to the list. This is totally organic, guys. You don't have to pay a dime for paid ads right now. We are giving you all free organic lead gen on the fly right now. This is the good stuff. Number 8, review any and all past webinar registrations. Have you done any webinars in your business ever? Has anyone went to your, well, that's a different one, but website too, right? Has anyone registered for your stuff? Go back in those registration logs. Who cares if it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago? Doesn't matter. They were interested in your company once about the thing that you do. They could be again. There's buying cycles in business, guys. Maybe it wasn't the right time then. Could be now. Who knows? Number 9, revisit your CRM deal pipeline. If you guys have that. If you don't have that, then we should talk, because we'll do more talks on this, but you need a CRM in sales. I hope you have one. If you don't, we'll show you how to do it. We get ways to do that. Doesn't have to be complicated. You just want to be able to have a system to log notes, people, companies, and next steps. That's all you need it for, to make it super simple. But if you look in your CRM, and if you have deal stages, which we teach you how to do, if you have deal stages, and maybe it's a first call, second call, third call, maybe it was a deal that you pitched, maybe it was a deal that you pitched and you lost, like especially those ones. Any meetings that you guys have had in the last 2 years, going way back, take a look. Look at who those people were. There's a lot of people that you guys have met with already that have had a conversation that it would be totally worth revisiting. Things change, you never know. Write those names down. There's some good stuff there. I mean, that's you want some warm intros. Doesn't get any better than that. You've already met them once. You can rewarm that up real quick. All right. Here's some stats for you. Follow-up statistics. 48% of salespeople never even make a single follow-up attempt. Not one. 48%. That is a shocking but real stat. 60% of your customers say no 4 times before saying yes. Think about that one. How many times have you guys pitched something and they said no, and then you never call them back? Come on. Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe it wasn't the right time. Who knows? We got to ask more than once, guys. People buy. People need your stuff. They need your help. But you got to be a little persistent without being annoying, which we talk about. But give people that told you no, let's go back to them. Things change all the time in business. You never know. Number 10. You guys like writing things down on notebooks and journals and all that stuff? I do. It just helps. I like it. It's fun. But go, if you got written notes hanging around, go look at your old written notes, or even like conference notes that you went to. Maybe there's people there that you met, people that you talked to, some name you wrote down at one point and you thought it was a good idea for whatever reason. Like, oh man, I'm excited about this thing, this person. You wrote it down for a reason. Put them on your list. Reach out to them. See what's going on. Number 11, referrals that stalled out. Meaning people that like were nice and, hey, I'll refer you to somebody. Here's an introduction for you. They introduced you to somebody and you got that referral. Maybe you even reached out, but for whatever reason, that referral just never responded to you, never engaged with you, maybe talked with you once and then bailed on your sales process. There's a list there, guys. There's a warm list of referrals right there. And you can go back to those again and be like, hey, my referral source recommended you to me because they trust me, obviously, right? So isn't it worth a conversation? If you have this area of need, recircle those. Number 12, cancel book calls. Holy smokes. We don't get a lot of those at Ascend, thankfully. We're pretty good at our hold rate. But if you guys have a lot of cancel book calls, there's a great list for you. These people wanted to talk. Who knows why they canceled? But it's over now. And today's a new day. Go back to that list and see what's up. There's some fresh leads for you. 35% to 50%, it's a range. 35 to 50% of sales go to the vendor that responds first. That's a stat. Early bird gets the worm. Here's another one from Forbes. 4 in 10 reps, 4 out of 10, have recently closed 2 to 5 deals directly thanks to social media. I believe that. That was a stat from a few years ago, but I would say that's definitely true still today. All right. Number 13, if you're on Facebook and you've been in groups, that's still a thing. I don't do as much of it anymore, but still, some people still do it, and it's going quite well. Check out Facebook groups, guys. If you have your own, or if you're in some other ones, let's go talk to some people in there. Let's go network online, shake some hands, kiss some babies, as we used to say, right? DM them, introduce yourself, get to know people. There's people in there that can work and probably do want to work with you. You just haven't tried. Number 14, here's old school, super old school. Proximity. If you're in an office building, if you're working in some commercial space, there's other businesses around you down the hall or next door. Do you know everyone in your building? Do you know everyone in your office complex? If not, what are you waiting for? There's businesses that you can go literally knock on the door that are in your own complex. And you can say, listen, hey, I don't know why. Been working here for 3 years, 10 years, whatever. And for some reason, it just never occurred to me that we were neighbors and we never got to know each other. I'd love to say hello. Are you open to a coffee? Easy, so easy. Try it. You'll get a meeting. You definitely will. I used to do that all the time. 15, this is a little maybe outdated. This was definitely during COVID, but it's a thing. Clubhouse. If you guys ever use Clubhouse, I don't use it anymore. I used to use it a lot, but you can get meetings off Clubhouse. There's lots of people there that want to network with you. Lots. At least there used to be. But if you know Clubhouse, try that out. We're almost done. Then we're getting into some scripts. 16. This is the good stuff. 16. Your best relationships. Seriously, let's think about this for a second. I don't care if it's 2 people, 5 people, 10, 20, or if you're a super friend to everybody and you got 100 people, awesome. But who are your best relationships in business that know your business, that like you, support you, that would go to bat for you? Who are they? When's the last time you've talked with them? When's the last time you've asked them for help? Is it so crazy to ask your friends for help these days? I know like a lot of us are super prideful and we don't want to ask for help maybe. Ask for help. You don't know who they know. They got their own network of people. And if they like you and they're one of your best relationships, I would hope they'd want to help you. Right? So like, man, there's some rich referral sources right there in your best relationships. And I can attest this because it happened to me today. I used number 16 today. Got a referral. Okay. Works. It's great. That's why we have relationships. We're here to help each other, serve each other. So that goes in with 17, referrals from your best relationships. So you may have some people on LinkedIn, for example. Go look at your first connections, right? Go see who you're connected to. Go look at old colleagues or old people you met or whoever. Go look at your first connections. Tap into that. Talk to them. And then ask if they can help you directly, great. If they cannot help you directly and they know someone else, see if they can get you some referrals. Number 17. All right. Number 18. Past clients. You guys got worked with people before. You've done good work in the past. Have you talked to them in a while? Talk to your old clients. See what's up. See how they're doing. Maybe they want to re-sign up with you. They just never thought about it until you asked. You don't know. Maybe they know some people that would benefit from your services because they know exactly what it was like to work with you. They experienced it. They probably know some folks they can recommend. Ask them for names, specific names. See if you can get an email introduction today from them to that person. That'd be awesome, right? So, past clients. Number 19, past podcasts or speaking events. I'm gonna put those together. So have you done speaking before? Have you been on stage somewhere? Have you been working with event organizers or podcast hosts? People that basically have other traffic available for you? See if you can, one, get rebooked, but two, dig in with them. Those people talk to a lot of people all the time. If it's been a minute, go reach out and see how they're doing. And then ask them, hey, here's what I'm up to these days. Have you come across anyone that resonates, that might make sense for you to introduce me to, that I'd be happy to give you a referral feed or whatever? Ask. Can't hurt. You never know. 20. Current clients. Do you ask your current clients for referrals? You should get outcomes and ask for referrals right after you get their outcome. Get them really excited on why they are working with you. Get them outcomes and ask for a reference immediately. Go get some referrals and references from your current clients. They know people. Trust me, they do. They'd be happy to share you out. Use that. Use it. Paid associations, last one, 21. Are you a part of any paid member associations? How often do you go to those events? Do they have a directory? Do you know some frequent flyers in those associations that maybe can assist you to seeing who's who, see what makes sense? You know, do a little bit of networking, guys. It can go a long way. If you're paid, use it. Leverage the association that you invested in to the max. See how many meetings you can get in that association in the next 2 months. So we just went through 21 ways right there, and there's more, but there's 21. And if you want this PDF that I just went through, I'm literally reading it right now. DM me and I'll send it to you. It's great. You should do this exercise at least once a quarter, if not every month. If you do this every month, I'm telling you, you're not going to miss leads. You're not going to miss as many opportunities. You're going to be more organized. You're going to have a focus on building relationships and building conversations and building momentum. And that's exactly what we're talking about here in September. So you want to build some momentum quickly? Do this and watch what happens. You spend the weekend for like 2 hours, do a power sesh, work through these 21 things, get a list of like 100 to 200 people on this thing, off these different buckets, because I know you guys got them. Everybody knows everybody. Come on. If you're in sales, you can do this, and you have a nice deep list. There's lots of people that you know. And like, I'm going to challenge you. It's 1:33 Eastern right now. And I'm gonna hold your attention for like at least 5 more minutes if you let me. We're gonna get some ROI right now on this live, if that's cool with you. So here's what I want you to do. Easiest ones to work with off the bat. Look at your email inbox real quick. Look at your text messages. Or if anyone else came to mind as we were doing this, pick your like easiest ones and go, oh my God, I can reach out to that person right now. Great. Whoever that person is or persons, want to do a couple, let's go. Let's reach out to them right now. And if they're in a deal, if they're a stalled deal or whatever, I have a script for you that's different. So we talked about that yesterday. So if they're in deals right now that's stalled or whatever, let's use the scripts I gave you yesterday, because those are going to work really well for you. But if these are people that you just dropped the ball, like you haven't talked in forever or whatever, it's just been a minute. we're gonna reach out right now, and we're gonna text them. If you have their mobile number and you guys have been on text, let's just use text, because they're gonna get this in a second and they're gonna see it, right? It's perfect. So If you have them on mobile already, just look at the strain. It doesn't even matter what's there. Literally, you can use, and this, I did say this yesterday. You can literally say, hey, name, comma, how's things? Super informal, or however you say that for you. But I just want this to be super informal. You're just going to reach out and say, hey, name, how's things? How are you? I was thinking about you. That's it. Start the conversation. That's what we're doing here. A lot of people really overthink social selling and sales in general. Like, guys, it's relationships. It still is, even in this digital age. I don't care what people say. AI, who cares? No. Like, people buy from people. They don't buy from a salesperson or an AI bot. They buy from people. So if you're a B2B, you got to build relationships with your marketplace. So be relational, be you. Reach out, care. Just show that you care. I'm telling you, show that you care. You're gonna get so many conversations of just people starting to talk to you. Hey, cool. And then once you get the conversation going, then we can direct it, right? They're gonna tell you all sorts of things, maybe a little bit, maybe a lot, who knows? But we're trying to restart conversations. That is objective number one, right? If you got email and they're on an old email, don't make a new email, just reply from the old one. Don't change it. Because then they're going to be like, oh my God, we were talking on email like 4 months ago and I totally forgot. Or things got busy. Or maybe they said, hey, you know what, we're interested, but maybe not right now. Follow up with us maybe later this year or with no definitive timeline. Great. Guess what? It's later this year. I'm following up. How are things going? And let's be clear, hold for a second. Let's not use language like, hey, I'm just following up, or hey, I'm just touching base. Do not say that. That's super salesy. Let's just speak from the heart. Hey, I was thinking about you. How's business going right now? How's the year been going for you guys? Would love to hear more about your successes and things that are on your mind. How's that sound? That sounds better, right? Than just checking in. It's about them. So remember this. We talk about this almost on every single live that we do, and we will continue to because it's really important. But when we're doing outreach on anything, it is about them. It is not about us, ever. We have to be interested in them for them to be interested in us. That's how this works, right? So let's ask questions. Let's be curious. Let's be authentically genuine and interested and care and see what's going on in their life. See what's going on in their business. If it's been 3 to 6 months or more anyways, whatever your sales conversation was is irrelevant. That's old data. Things have changed in their business. So you got to kind of start over anyways. You have some historical, yes, you have some insights that you can look back to and talk about. And you can even point to that stuff, by the way. That's helpful. It shows them that you listened. But you can say, like, hey, I'm sure you're in a different place today. But last time we talked, you were telling me about this and this was going on. Like, is that still a thing? Or where are you at now with it? Man, like, just to show that you listened and you can reiterate and recite things that they shared with you that were important to them goes a long way. People appreciate that stuff. They'll want to talk to you more than the other salesperson that's trying to sell them right now, right? If you get them on the phone, if you get them on whatever, and you start a conversation, you might find out, and you probably will. I bet you will actually. You're gonna find out when you do this, guys, that some of the people you're following up with, guess what? They bought from a competitor between the last time you guys spoke. Yep, they bought from somebody else. for whatever reason. And you missed your shot. It's okay. Following up still good. There's gonna be a time and place, maybe down the line, where they might want to reconsider and work with you. Happens all the time. If you want to play that game, you can play that game. I've played that game. If it's worth it, do it. Follow up. Keep a routine. Check in with people. If you really like them and you like the company, you really want to help, you can keep those people on a follow-up system. Just keep building rapport. You're gonna get a shot at some point. People remember, you know. But here's the other thing: if you catch someone in a buying window where they just happen to actually be shopping around for the thing that you do right now, and you might be even late to the game, insert yourself. Like, hey, you know what? I know you're already considering some other options, but if you give me a minute, I just would love to have a conversation with you. I got some questions and some things I would recommend that you consider as you pick the best option for you. Are you open to that? And hopefully they say yes. Hopefully they get on the phone with you. And once you get on the phone, and guys, I'm saying this because I did it today. I had a sales call today with a company that, you know, we found last week, that we found is already deep into a buying process with somebody else. And they might go with them, and that's okay. But here's what we do at Ascend that I would recommend you guys do too when it comes to positioning yourself as an expert in this stuff for whatever it is that you do. Help the buyer. Like, you guys know the space that you're in, I would hope. And you know the competition that you're up against. And you know the things that happen when people buy your product or service and it's not you guys, and maybe they didn't have a good experience somewhere else, or things that fall short, or things that were not clearly communicated that happen once you buy, and then they're like, oh my God, what did we buy? What did we do? No one told us this, right? So I'm sure you guys know that for your own industry, your own space. Give your buyer some help. It goes a long way. I'd spent about 30 minutes on a call today with a potential buyer for us. And I just gave them consultative recommendations and feedback on how to make the best buying decision for their own business, whether it was us or not. I literally said, hey, you've given me some insight into who you're looking at and considering, whether it's them, us, or anyone else. Here's what because I know what you need and what you're trying to do, because you've shared that with me. Here's some really important questions you need to ask yourself and ask the people that you're considering partnering with, and get those answers for yourself. And here's why: because you need to know this for sure so that you've made a good decision. You don't have to listen to my advice, but I'm going to give it to you since we're on the phone and I'm an expert and I care about giving the best quality service to our prospective clients and clients. So I'm going to tell you straight up, the best strategy I can tell you that works for this in my 20 years of experience. Because why not? I'm a human being and I care. Who cares? It's great. I want to pay it forward. They love that. We talked about go-to-market strategy today. We talked about verticals, personas, questions to ask these other companies that they're talking to of like, hey, when we work together, like, what exactly happens in the first 30 days and the first 60 days? Like, exactly, like how much time and energy are we putting into this? What are we supposed to do? And what are you guys doing for us on your end? And can you like paint that picture for me? And like get granular when you're looking at things you want to buy. And the other reason why I'm telling that to you guys, because we just went through it too. We just bought a super expensive software that we thought was going to be amazing. We thought we did our due diligence in the calls we had with them and said, hey, here's our current software that we use. Here's what we like about it, but we like your stuff. Can you do what this does, but even better? And we literally showed them our own software and they said, yep, we can. Great. We bought it. We implemented it. Guess what? It can't do what we wanted it to do or how we operate as a business. So guess what? We had to break contract today. 2 weeks into the deal. Maybe we could have done better on our end, but we thought we were clear up front. And it just goes to show you, like, when you get into technical solutions, technical stuff, or anything that involves implementation or whatever, like, be helpful on the front end in people's buying decisions. It can go a long way. So went on a little tangent there, but I'm just giving you guys some color to conversations that could come from this outreach right now. So 21 ways to accelerate your pipeline. This works. It always does. It will never not work. This stuff is tried and true sales forever and ever. Do this now if you need some help in your pipeline. Calendar yourself 2 hours every month or two and do this every couple months. I'm telling you, you will have a really robust list of names and relationships that you're building that you can get business from, get referrals from, build brand awareness and presence in your market with these people. They can be your advocates too. There's all sorts of benefits to doing this, guys. So I hope you enjoyed today's talk. If you have any questions on this, shoot me a DM. And if you want this guide, just DM me. I will send it to you today. And would love to hear how it goes for you. So have a good one, guys. We will be back next Tuesday, same time, same place, 1 o'clock Eastern, with a brand new series. Have a great weekend. See you soon.